Are you lucky enough to be attending this year's symposium? If you know somebody who is, share this episode with them right away. They are not going to want to miss it. We sit down with some of the top artists who are main stage presenters at this year's symposium to find out what they are most excited to share. This is your inside scoop before symposium about what to expect from every single class. Welcome to the Salon Scoop, the podcast that helps salon owners and salon professionals grow their business, boost their brand, and stay inspired. From salon marketing and social media to leadership and growth, we uncover the strategies and stories that move the industry forward. If you love learning, growing, and are serious about leveling up your salon business and brand, you've just found your new go-to podcast. Hey everyone! This year's Redken Symposium is happening June 13th to 15th in Vegas. Over 10,000 salon professionals. This is one of the industry's iconic events, and I've had the opportunity to sit down with a lot of the main stage presenters here to get their scoop for you as to what to expect. Each of these artists shares with us what they are most excited to share in their class at this year's symposium. If you're going to symposium, this is for you. If you're not, still interesting and insightful, but definitely I would encourage you to share this episode with someone that you know is going to symposium. You're going to love this. Let's get into each artist's top thing that they're excited to share at this year's symposium coming right up. Lindsay Olson, what are you most excited to share with the audience at this year's symposium?
So back to the surprise thing. I don't know if everybody knows that every technique that's shared at Redken Symposium, and this one in particular, has to be something that no one has seen you teach already. So what I'm delivering on stage, no one has yet seen me deliver it, and I have created an innovative way to do hair color that I am so excited to share because I think it's going to be revolutionary to the way that hair colors place color, apply color, and this is the first time they're going to see it because you see it first at Redken Symposium.
This year is going to be very, very, very big, guys. If people are missing this, they're gonna have a FOMO because everybody's preparing an amazing presentation. I'm telling you, it's big. And I'm super excited to be able to connect my visuals that I have in my presentation with the technique and bringing back to the students that artistry. I think sometimes there is a lot of education that we focus on the technique, money and success and all of that, but we forget sometimes where do we start doing what we're doing, right? What was the beginning? How you felt? What were your goals when you start doing hair? And there is that piece of artistry that sometimes we miss. So I want to bring that in my education. I want people to think themselves as an artist. I don't want to give a specific technique. I want to give them a way to think on the technique so they can go back home and just find their own way to do it, not replicating what I did. So that would be my biggest accomplishment. I can inspire them to become an artist from that day, translated to whatever they're going to do at the salon, utilizing the technique without being my technique, So I'm super excited of bringing that uniqueness to my presentation. And it's a total look. So it's just more than a technique. It's just a way of seeing how you can personalize and give your client based on who they want to be and project to the world, how you can do that, how you can bring that to the person without thinking she's a square, she's open, no, it's just like how she want to show up to the world. That's the look that you're going to design.
Well, I think something that I'm known for is formulation. And of course, there will be a heavy aspect of my class on formulation. However, something I am going to be teaching that I haven't done before is we're going to be talking specifically about formulating for the different porosities of the hair, which is very complicated. And I have some incredible visuals I can't wait to share. And along with that, we're also going to be diving into how to foil complex hairlines, like what I like to call danger zone hairlines. So helping stylists to navigate recessions and cowlicks. So it's really about taking the most complicated pieces of foiling and formulation that sometimes we don't go in prepared for and just saying, here's a great way that you can do it. And everybody chill out.
Okay, so this year at the symposium, I am talking about wigs, right? Really how to customize the wigs to make them look natural, how to tint lace fronts. The fabric that the wigs are created on is called lace. So really to be able to customize the lace front using color to match the skin tone. But I think that the bigger message is not just really wig work, but I know for me, like I turned 49 this year. So I've grown with a lot of my clients, right? So a lot of my clients are experiencing menopause, premenopause, hair loss. They've maybe, suffer from an illness, and wigs are great ways to help them, and not just, I think I'm multifaceted when it comes to that behind the chair, because I like editorial styling. I like, beautiful salon work, but also being able to offer a service as a solution to a guest, right? So just taking the beauty out of it. I mean, when you think about celebrity and, we just had the Met Gala this week and everyone wears wigs and, and that's a thing. But when you think about being able to offer the wig to someone who's maybe suffering from cancer or has lost their hair, for whatever reason, I think it's just a great tool to have in your belt, to be able to customize it and make them feel beautiful and look great. So I'm excited. I just think that, a lot of celebrities wear wigs, extensions, all of those things, but we don't really talk about it. It's almost like it's taboo, but we know, like, today, if you have a bob and tomorrow it's to your shoulders, like we know what's happening, right? So I think, I'm excited that Redken's giving me the opportunity to bring this, to other hairdressers as just a tool that'll help them create more business behind the chair and help more people out.
What are you most excited to share, Blake, with the audience at this year's symposium?
So Tasha and I were tasked with sharing color formulation. So our class name is Color Mixology, the formula behind the formula. And basically we came up with this framework that is a 3-part framework that can help you create any formula that you want to create in 3 colors or less. And on top of it, it's like, how do you take an AI inspiration photo? Or what do you do if you're out of, 7cc? How do you create 7cc? And with this 3-part framework, you're going to learn how to do it. And then on top of it, because we're tasked with formulation and not a technique necessarily, we walk everyone through 6 different scenarios on how to formulate differently. So what do you do if there's hot roots? What do you do if the hair is porous? What do you do if the hair is curly? Like, how do you handle these different scenarios that we come across in understanding the effect of it? So yeah, so I'm so excited about it. I could not be more honored to be on stage with Tasha Parker, because we have such an incredible thing planned, and she's one of my dear friends too. So it makes it even that much more magical.
So I'm really excited. I'm on stage with my friend Blake Reed Evans, and I think we're just really excited to get people to start thinking on their own again. Our program's about formulation, so we're getting, people out of the copying and pasting from social media formulas to how can we strategize, and we're going to be actually sharing with them a mental, repeatable framework that they'll be able to use for the rest of their lives to be able to develop their own formulas and start using their colorist brain again versus running to social media.
Matt, what would you say that you are most excited to share with the audience at this year's symposium in your class?
I mean, I'm cutting short hair, and I think it's something that, especially in America, has kind of been left for dust, right? They just kind of left it for dust. And so bringing back the art of short hair to a stage, that large in this country, I think is extremely important because it's foundational for what we do. And there are a lot of people who like great short haircuts. And so I feel like education in haircutting has been lacking over the last few years, in the industry as a whole. And so to bring that back to the stage at such a large platform is really exciting to me.
Yeah, I'm really excited that I'm in that part of the very trendy, forward-thinking segment of that symposium. I don't want to share too much, yeah, but the name of my class is Ghost Lights, and the story behind that is okay. Let's think about what we can doing in hair color to break a little bit the rules. Doing some new things in a new combination, and I think it's pushing ourselves a little bit out of the box in creating something what looks on one side very tasteful, but on the other side very creative. And yeah, we worked hard on that to bringing this on the forward-thinking level, and yeah, I can't wait to share this.
Adina, what are you most excited to share with the audience, your audience, at this year's symposium in your class?
Oh, Scott, you wish I could tell you, but I can't. It's a secret.
Well, you gotta give us a teaser. Give us a teaser.
It's a secret. It is. So, what am I going to be teaching at Symposium? I am going to be sharing ways in which you can change an element in the shape to create maximum impact.
And so we're talking about cutting and design, that type of thing?
Hair cutting and styling.
Yeah, fair enough. And this is a brand new kind of technique or approach?
There's only so much brand new that can be shared, but yes, this is a way that we can create maximum impact with very little change.
Wow, wow, wow. I am so excited. This has been a really eye-opening sort of episode for me to be able to talk to each. You can see the excitement from each of the artists in terms of them talking. I think one of the things that I found particularly interesting, and you heard this from them, each artist is presenting something brand new that they have never presented before. Right, this is one of the conditions of presenting at Symposium. You need to bring something completely new to the audience. So anyone who's attending the event, you are in for a treat. And hopefully this episode gave you a little bit of a sneak peek and kind of built those butterflies, built that excitement for you about what to expect at Symposium. It's going to be unbelievable. I wish you all an amazing event if you're going to be there, and certainly thank all of our artists for sharing. You could see some of them were trying to hold back a little bit as they don't want to give up too much. So enjoy it all, everybody. There's certainly something for everyone. Thank you so much for listening to the Salon Scoop podcast. This show is produced by Salon S.O.S, a digital marketing agency by industry professionals for industry professionals. If you want simple and affordable solutions for any of your salon marketing needs, such as websites, client loyalty, Google search rankings, social media, or more, come visit us at salonsos.ca or on Instagram at salon.s.o.s. If you want to hear more episodes like this and help us continue to bring the industry great content, it would mean so much to us if you would support us in one of the following ways. Either share this episode with one other industry professional, and rate the show on Spotify or write us a quick review on Apple Music. We want to hear your feedback. If you have follow-up questions or ideas for future episodes, please reach out. DM us on Instagram at salonus.s.o.s or hit us up on our website again at salonsos.ca. Again, thanks so much for listening. Now go get your hustle on, keep smiling, and we'll catch you on our next episode.